Should you choose a Europe supplier or AliExpress? If what so you don't choose a European supplier. Fucking pointless. Do AliExpress. AliExpress is the best. AliExpress is the best. But anyways, my point was, right, when I first understood that Etsy and Etsy dropshipping was like a really successful thing, one of the stores that I studied was Caitlin Minimalist. And I think it's a really good example to like look at this and really do a deep dive into Caitlin Minimalist. Like this store is the largest one on the entire Etsy platform. They've done $105 million to date. And every month, like if you can see that there, they do $865,000 in revenue every single month. $865,000 in revenue on the Etsy platform every single month. That's also mixed with their Shopify as well. They have a Shopify page. I don't think they do much on their Shopify, but these guys absolutely print, right? They've been on Etsy for a long period of time, but that's not why they're so successful, right? Like genuinely, their store is just incredible. The first thing that you'll realize about Caitlin Minimalist, again, studying these kind of stores helps you so much with your Etsy journey, right? You see here that they filled out all of the information, right? They've got the announcements. They've got the little bio right there. They've got a beautiful banner, absolutely lovely banner. They've also got Star Seller, right? They've got Star Seller. It's great, right? The first thing that I paid attention to back when I was starting Etsy dropshipping 3 years ago, right? Like the thing that genuinely like made me millions is focusing on quantity over quality, okay? Focusing on pushing listings out. They don't have to be perfect, but pushing those listings out and just getting things out there into the Etsy algorithm and just pushing shit out, okay? So that's the first thing I want you to understand. They have 1,800 listings. That's a huge reason why they've made, like they've done $100 million on Etsy, is because they've got so many fucking listings, because they're so wide. They've got so many eggs in different baskets, different types of niches, different sub niches, you know, they run earrings, you know, they've got little bracelets, golden stuff, silver stuff, loads of different things. Okay. That's the first thing. Very, very important to understand. The second thing is their pictures, right? If you look at all their pictures, they all match. So one thing that I did when I first like put actual effort into my Etsy stores was I put a filter on all of my listings, okay? I wanted to make all of my listings, even though I was using AliExpress pictures, I wanted to make all of my pictures look similar look similar and look close together, right? Like just look very, very, very similar and close together. And that's what they do perfectly, right? All these listings, all these pictures look very, very, very similar to each other, right? Absolutely beautiful, beautiful pictures, okay? Again, the second niche that I ever got into, the first one was home goods, right? Second niche I ever got into was actually jewelry and was doing like basically this kind of stuff right here. A little bit of a different one. I can't share the exact thing, but a little bit different, but pretty much the same kind of stuff, right? Absolutely prints, right? Absolutely prints. And again, pictures. Such an important thing here is pictures. A lot of this stuff, you'll notice they have trends, right? So most of the stuff people are wearing, right? Very, very, very easy to get a model. All these pieces of jewelry right here, this is $3, $2, shipped, $3, $2, $3, $2, like incredibly, incredibly cheap. These guys are like 80% margin, 70, 80% margin on most of their products. Really, yeah, most businesses on Etsy operate on like a 75% margin. So that means if you're selling something for, $25, you're going to be buying it for like $6.50. Like you're selling this for £25, you're buying it for £6, £6.50. Really at like the most, like really. So it's so incredibly cheap, so incredibly cheap. Can you review my store? Yeah, of course, bro. Put it in the chat. I'll review your store. So the next thing you'll kind of look at, and like this is something they definitely did back in the day, right? They definitely didn't know which products would work immediately, right? But they doubled down on everything that works well for them, and they found like a tried and true method of just seeing success in terms of all their product photos are exactly the same. Like they're all basically the same kind of vibe, the same kind of skin tones, the same kind of filter, just the same kind of vibe throughout absolutely everything. They've also found their niche, right? They list a lot of minimalist stuff, right? Again, we don't know if they were called minimalist in the beginning. I don't fucking know. But again, focusing on their jewelry, they found their niche and they've stuck with it, right? They're not selling big gothic jewelry. They're not selling black jewelry. They're not selling random shit for whatever, right? They found their niche, minimalist jewelry, and they've stuck to it. Specifically, they do a lot of this stuff with the little jewels and stuff on it. Like, this stuff's lovely, right? This stuff's absolutely lovely. Again, going to their descriptions, you can see they hold a similar, but actually they've got an exact template for all of the descriptions. Like, one of the first things I ever did when I really started taking Etsy seriously was focus on descriptions and really drive down into descriptions in terms of creating a template that I would then use across all of my stores to save me time, but also just to make the buyers like understand it, right? And I just kind of saw trends across everything. And Caitlin Minimalist, I think they do this absolutely wonderfully. You know, they've got Why You'll Love It, which is selling. Yeah, they've actually changed this recently, I think. But While You'll Love It, right? They're selling people it immediately. 3 bullet points. Easy to understand, easy to use. Okay. They're then giving item details. Okay. So it's made of sterling silver. Wonderful. How big is the gemstone? Blah, 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 right? What's it? The finish type, right? Oh, it's all made with love, blah, 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 right? Definitely not mass produced or anything, no. But they're clearly detailing exactly what the item is, the exact turnaround time for the item, detailing their policies like shipping, etc., right? Like how to send an image guideline, blah, 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 measuring stuff. About Caitlin Minimalist talking about exactly what their shit is and their story of crafting everything from hand and all this kind of bullshit, right? Marketing stuff, right? More from us, right? And then they link back to their store. So the exact template that Caitlin Minimalist uses is what everyone else should be using on Etsy, really. Like, is the biggest store on the platform. These guys absolutely fucking print.